So, in some of the early drafts of Star Wars A New Hope, the lightsaber was very mundane, very everyday, and lightsabers could be used by Force users and non-Force users alike. And so people could just, I don't know, be toting them around, carrying them. Anybody, stormtrooper, guy on the street, whatever, could have a lightsaber. So, what do you think of that concept? Because, well, we know that evolved into the concept of primarily Jedi and Sith carrying lightsabers or Force users. There are a few exceptions to it, but overall it's really Force users that have the lightsabers. So you do have like General Grievous, or there's a stormtrooper that used a lightsaber, or Finn used a lightsaber in The Force Awakens, although, some people are speculating maybe he'll end up having Force abilities. Or Han Solo used a lightsaber briefly in Empire Strikes Back, but for the most part, lightsabers are used by only a few characters out there. But imagine if the tables were turned, like if every stormtrooper carried a lightsaber, or all of the rebellion or all of the resistance, whatever, if they all had lightsabers. That would be very, very different, wouldn't it? And I think some of the appeal of the lightsaber now to viewers is that it's used by only a few, and it's kind of a nostalgic weapon, an elegant weapon of a more civilized age. So that's part of the appeal of the lightsaber to fans, I think. It makes fans feel special, like they have something that's unique. Although the irony of that is the lightsaber is so popular that in reality it's almost ubiquitous, rather than something that only a select few have. So it's kind of turning the tables back to the original thought process of everybody having a lightsaber in the Star Wars movie. But, like, for example, I would have to assume, just based on so few people in the galaxy having lightsabers, if I existed as an entity in the Star Wars universe, I would just have to assume that I would not be a Jedi and I would not have a lightsaber. Just statistically, it's not very likely. Now, current me is kind of disappointed at that, but you gotta be pragmatic about this stuff, realistic. So let me know what you think about this. What do you think about kind of an everyday lightsaber, or just everybody having lightsabers in Star Wars? That would have been so different, wouldn't it? Like, it would have taken out a lot of the kind of the uniqueness, kind of makes the lightsaber special. And yeah, it's, people like things that seem to be limited in quantity, and that's what you get with lightsabers, only being used by Force users. So let me know what you think.